Boom, boom, that's my idea of romantic music. We got dragon love going on. Dragon love going on. You're wondering where we are today. I don't know where we are. Somewhere in the Marin County watershed.
Somewhere. Kind of by Lake Lagunitas, I guess.
Yeah, we're actually going to Lake Bon Tempe today.
Oh.
On this beautiful
See a lake through there.
Spring day. And I may have been here a long time ago fishing, but I don't remember. I know I've been around Lake Lagunitas. So that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna check out Lake Bon Tempe.
Cool.
Do the walk around.
Oh, nice bridge.
That should be alpine.
Oh, this place is beautiful.
Yeah, this is really...
Oh, man.
There's the skateboard run.
Yeah, I was like
You stop here.
I was about to say, if I was a skater, holy... And there's water down there, so if you like crash the fuck out, then you wouldn't
Yeah.
You wouldn't injure yourself. You just go in the water.
Yeah.
Holy crap! That's like actually, this is like
high speed run.
Oh my god! I
show you where we are here. Fairfax.
Surprisingly clean.
We're right here. What'd you say?
Surprisingly clean in there.
All right, the porta potties are clean, officially clean. Mm-hmm. This is Lake Bon Tempe. That's Alpine Lake. And according to this cool sign here, Marin Municipal Water District Bon Tempe Dam, 1948.
No, we've been here, Dad. You took me here once when I was like 7.
Uh-oh, Ryan's having a brain fart. He thinks we were here.
No, you definitely.
That would be 15 years ago.
I remember this walk up, and I remember this specific elevation.
It's quite possible, because my memory is not what it used to be.
Yeah, we walked all the way around the entire thing.
That straight ahead?
Whoa, fishing lure.
You draw a straight line, and that's top of Mount Tam. You see the fire lookout right up there?
Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. Good.
Nice. Oh, I'm starting to have some memories again now.
Yeah, didn't we yeah.
So I think if this is the, man, it's been so long. I used to ride my bicycle down Mount Tam, and up there, if we got lucky enough to get a ride at the very top, we'd take a fire road that went down to the left. And we actually called it roller coaster because the fire road went like this, like a roller coaster. And if I'm not mistaken, it came down here, and then we ended up going across this dam and back down. But that was so long ago, I don't know.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. It's such a shame that they closed all those roads. Like,
yeah.
So lame. So
yeah.
Lame. Let people do stuff. Let people have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, it's still open in the 80s. A lot of them. What a nice day it is out here, though.
Yeah, it's
a little windy, but it's perfect weather.
It's beautiful. Fishing lure is kind of funky.
There's a hook in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, there is. It's right there.
Yeah, that's kind of a big. You're expecting to catch something big with that.
They are.
That's a huge hook. I don't know what you're gonna catch with that hook.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Big hook. That looks like a creature from the Black Lagoon type plant life.
It does.
There! Look, what is that? You think it? Oh, it's gotta be something big!
Sea monster!
Sea monster! Holy crap! Sea monster in the lake! The skills of a tightroper.
Yeah, what's this?
Lagunitas Lake, 1.6 miles. Yeah, Fairfax.
I
Wonder where it was. Somewhere around here.
town.
There's a brand new thing here. Maybe that's the old one, and they guess they got too lazy to take it out.
Maybe.
This is called Shady Side Trail. I like the name of it. Shady Side. Walk on down to the Shady Side Trail.
Yeah, that's cool.
No wading, no boats, no swimming. Do not ride, carry, or walk your bike on this trail. It is absolutely forbidden. No fun. Happy lizard.
Size of animals and stuff has nothing to do with their intelligence. I think a perfect example is like birds and parrots.
Yeah.
Parrots live to like 80 and they're really smart. And crows are
super smart too.
they have a brain the size of like a chestnut, like a walnut.
Really?
And they are so smart, like they are hyper intelligent. Like there's a couple of crows, like an actual couple that lives near or lives by my work.
Mm-hmm.
And every day I will see them and they fly together, they never leave each other's side, and they will like, it's so funny, they like check the back alley every day. And they will...
You got a routine going?
Yeah, and they'll walk down the back alley and they'll like trot along and they'll look at all the stuff we've moved around and like look at everything and then they'll move on.
Huh. I've seen them take clamshells and crack them open to get the clams out.
They're so smart they can remember human faces. Like they have facial pattern recognition to a degree where if you continually feed a crow, even if you're in a big city like New York, if you feed a crow,
they'll recognize you?
Yeah. Like, so let's say you take a 2-month vacation in New York and you stay at a friend's house. And while you're at that friend's house, every day you go outside and you feed a crow. Same crow every day. Then you leave for 2 years. And then you come back for a week.
Yeah.
The crow will find you.
Wow.
Like you will be walking randomly out on the sidewalk and then a crow will land on your shoulder and you'll be like, what the hell? Holy crap. Because it remembers you.
It's like that lady in Home Alone.
Yeah.
The pigeons.
Yeah. But it's just, it's...
Oh, it's beautiful out here.
God, yeah, it's gorgeous out here. Animals are, I just think they're way, way more intelligent than we think they are. And the only reason we don't consider them intelligent is because they have a different language and like way of communicating that we can't understand. And because us humans define intelligence by the ability to communicate and the ability to transfer information, we don't think they're smart. But I think they are.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look at the sun coming through the...
Yeah, this is kind of gorgeous. Holy crap.
Really nice.
Beautiful spot.
Wow. It's like a hobbit forest.
It is, yeah, all the ferns.
I've always loved ferns. Even as a little kid, I loved ferns. I don't know why.
They're cool. That's why. They're like one of the coolest plants.
I like the ones that have curly, like the bigger ones.
Yeah.
I call them dinosaur ferns because they're velvety.
Yeah. They're really good rain protection.
Well, come to think of it, my mother would always have a fern in the bathroom, so maybe that's why I liked them so much. Yeah, look at this place. So nice, peaceful. Can hear the birds singing. Look at all the vines that grew up the side of this tree and wrap it around it. Look at the vines.
Yeah, this looks like something out of
Yeah, that's wild.
Like it looks like something out of like the pitfall game.
Yeah, exactly. You're swinging from the vines.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
I think that might be poison oak. No, I don't know.
You think so?
So it's got 3 leaves, but they're kind of roundy.
Yeah, they are. I'm not gonna
I don't know if I'd chance it.
I'm not not risking that shit.
Like this is, I don't know, that's not poison oak because it's got jagged edges, but look at that. That's cool. They all fell into each other.
Yeah, it's like a triple. Damn, it just locked in there. Wow. Oh, Dad, get a photo. Hold on.
All right.
Sorry.
Photo time.
I gotta show you.
Look at this flower, beautiful wildflower here.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
We're trying to find a good spot to eat lunch. And I just noticed a log down there over the water. It looks beautiful. It's got to be a spot where people fish from too. It's so hard to describe how nice it is today. It's the weather's like 70 degrees, a light breeze.
Amazing.
It's like perfect day at Lake Bon Tempe. You know, I wanted to mention that I read online really quick about this lake, and I could be wrong because I didn't read a lot, but they apparently named this lake after the family of ranchers that had a ranch here, and they came along and said, you got to move, we're going to make this a lake. And apparently, like, as a token or gesture to them, they decided, you know, we'll name the lake after your family. If that's wrong, I apologize, but if it's right, that's, I guess, kind of cool, but probably not. Forcing you, there was a dairy farm here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because this is a man-made lake.
Oh, wow.
And there is
Holy moly.
the log. Oh, wow.
Holy moly.
Batman.
Yeah.
Fibers of a redwood tree.
Interesting.
This is right here. This thing's probably, it's hard to guess the age, but it's probably
At least
close to 1,000 years old.
At least a good few hundred.
Oh, it's way more than that. If you look at the rings on them.
True. Yeah, if you cut like down the middle, it's quite a thick one.
Yeah. And then here's a destruction zone here. There must have been a windstorm or something rip all these trees down.
Oh, really?
Look how that one broke, and then when it hit the tree, it broke again.
What the fuck? Whoa.
Takes a lot of, can you imagine the force it took to snap that second part?
Yeah.
Wow, look at this spot here. Wow, there's a fire here too. You know, this fire could have been 50, 60 years ago. But there was a forest fire here. But look at the sun coming through the trees there. Definitely a beautiful, beautiful location. They got a little Hobbit troll bridge here. Someone's bracelet with a heart on it. Very nice little area. Notice anything weird about this place?
No.
There was a fire here.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty substantial forest fire at one point.
Look at this.
That's a big weight. Yeah. And what are people fishing for out here? Sharks?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a big weight for a lake.
It is.
Here we have the famous biting snake mushroom.
I don't know. This kind of look like here, let me see. From this angle, it's like, hey, how you doing? How's it going there? Put like two eyes, like here and here.
Look at it from this angle. It looks like a snake's going like that.
Oh, it does. Huh.
Isn't that
That's
wild?
funny. crazy. What the hell?
It's a tree snake.
It's awesome. It's like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if it had a voice, that would be it.
Yeah. That's cool.
And more foreign, man, this little spot of the lake is pretty amazing.
Yeah, the striped trees. Look at that.
From the fire, those flames have got pretty big too.
Yeah, they did. But, like, that's pretty cool up.
Yeah. That's why they call it redwood right there. You see the color?
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Truly redwood. Might be some scorpions in there too, you run into.
You think so?
They love living in that kind of stuff.
Scorpions too? I didn't know we had scorpions.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen one. Okay. Here we go. Going on a journey to the big shroom.
There we have an open meadow with more trees and birds singing. This would be maybe the east side of the lake. We're kind of halfway around right now. If you hear a little ting, 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 those are ice cubes in my water bottle. I like the gnarly oak. These must have all fell during that big windstorm we had a while ago.
Look at the rings on these.
Yeah. Count all those rings.
Look at those ones. Those ones are red.
Those all represent a year of growth.
Is every ring like exactly a year?
Yeah.
What the
That's
hell?
what this. So that's an old tree there. I don't think we get cicadas out here, but that looks like one. Ryan's making a ruckus down there. Reminds me of Lake Tahoe when you go snow skiing up at Alpine Meadows. Trail is closed due to hazardous conditions. We discovered some cool dragonflies here. Oh yeah, they got white to them. Hello.
Hi.
They're not blue, they're white on top.
You see one over there?
Yeah, they're huge.
They're weird.
Like small birds.
The wings are like so weird. The wings are so strange. What? The wings?
It's like it's got a blue body and brown wings.
You'll probably see in the video we just saw some white dragonflies and they have brown wings, and those are a natural creature. They're not mutated, but my dad was just joking. He was like, oh, Simpson's Pond, three-eyed fish. And I'm like, you know, it's actually real.
What? Well, you asked me if I knew about the frogs in Chernobyl. I'm like,
And
no.
that's what I'm talking about. So Chernobyl, which by the way, 3 months ago, there was a something like a bomb or some shit dropped on the covering of Chernobyl.
A bomb from the war?
Yes, and basically no one's reporting on it.
Oh, great.
Which is like really, really horrible. But besides that, Chernobyl, you know, it's a radioactive zone. Basically, half of the entire planet almost got wiped out, and a couple humans had to go in and save the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. But even after that, that entire zone became an exclusion zone because of the radiation. And
I've watched a couple guys on YouTube that don't abide by that rule.
so have I. Yeah.
And they go in there and film. It's kind of
Right.
crazy, actually.
But what I'm getting to basically is radiation causes mutation in cells. That's what it does.
Right.
And all natural selection is mutation. So when natural selection, which is just basically the evolution of a species, happens over normally thousands of years, you know, there will be, let's take like dolphins, for example. Let's just say a hypothetical, unrealistic universe where a dolphin didn't have its top fin. The top fin didn't exist. Natural selection would be like, there would be like 100 families. One of them would have that top fin.
Mm-hmm.
And because that one had that top fin and they were so much more successful, they would then breed, and then that trait would spread. Even though it started as just a minor genetic mutation. And radiation just speeds that up. So what would normally be a 100 to 1,000 year process has taken place over the course of 20 years. And the frogs in Chernobyl have already gone through a full cycle of natural selection.
What's the defects of them?
So there's not even defects. They and so there's some fish too. They're not even. They have acclimated to the environment. So the frogs change from green to brown, so that they can better withstand the radioactive and toxic environment that they live in.
Wow.
And the fish, there are fish that actually have evolved and grown acclimated to swim inside those like hallways.
Yeah.
In
Really?
Chernobyl.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah, like in the hallways with all the radioactive gunk. Like there are fish that have evolved
I wonder if
to
that's
be able
going
to
on in
survive
Japan
that.
too, at that place.
Yeah. So.
Fukushima, I think.
Oh yeah, whatever it's called. So yeah, just interesting. Like radiation, that is real. Like the three-eyed fish thing. Like, yeah, radiation does over a long period of time speed up genetic mutation. Speed up natural selection. So. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, every sci-fi movie made in the 50s, 60s, and 70s
Yeah.
were all related to that.
It's actually true.
There's a.
So.
You want to see a great B movie?
Yeah.
Look up the movie called The Food of the Gods. And basically every animal in it gets the size of a human. Frogs, chickens.
Well, do you also know that was real too? But that was actually real too, like animals being the size of us or bigger.
Yeah.
And there was actually insects. This was a long time ago.
Hold on, look at this. Is that burned?
Yeah, it's all burnt.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Certainly looks that way.
That's
Maybe it's a lightning strike because there's nothing else burnt in the area.
Yeah.
So insects?
So yeah, a long time ago, our planet, I think this was before, like when the dinosaurs, or before the dinosaurs even, when the meteor that struck the Earth that killed off all the dinosaurs hit us, it introduced a lot of carbon into our atmosphere. Balanced our atmosphere. But part of the reason why the dinosaurs were so big is they could grow that big is because there was more oxygen in the atmosphere. So their bodies would physically be able to get bigger.
Okay.
And same with insects. There were insects that were the size of dogs. There were like...
Lovely.
Like actually like... there were... Yeah, no, it was crazy. Like the surface world for a good few couple like 1,000 years.
Well, probably a million years.
Yeah, million. It was just gigantic insects. Like insects were like the size of your fist or something, you know? Like,
So why did they shrink?
lack of oxygen. They don't have enough oxygen, as much oxygen to survive. So they don't.
So oxygen is fertilizer.
Yeah.
For organisms.
And something to compare it to kind of make it more easily understandable in your brain. Crustaceans. All crustaceans in the ocean are deeply related to insects. They are actually basically damn near the same family of creatures, and they are the ocean insects.
Like prawns and all that?
Lobster, prawn, crab, all that stuff. They are basically the ocean equivalent of insects. They evolved off of the same branch. But because they grew up in a different environment, and are accustomed to different food sources and have a different way to consume oxygen and a different level of oxygen,
yep.
You can find some big-ass lobsters. You know?
Yeah.
But they are still technically in that family. So, it's something interesting, I guess. I don't know. And that's why, like, people are like, oh, it's weird to eat insects. Like, you go to a foreign country and eating insects, but, like...
Yeah, they got them on sticks and everything.
It's not that weird, to be honest. Like, it's weird to us because we're not used to it, but it's... From, like, nature's perspective, it's just the same as eating, like, a lobster or, like a, you know... It's not that different.
Yeah.
So, it just grosses us out because of our perception, I guess.
Well, they're on... Howard Stern this morning, they were talking about circumcising.
Yeah.
And the fact that in America it's frowned upon not to do it.
Yeah.
But in other parts of the world, it's like...
Which it's kind of like, I mean, I
But
don't
and Howard brought up the point, like, did Mother Nature intend for it to be cut?
No.
Exactly.
No, hell no.
So...
Yeah, no, it's, no, that's definitely something I don't agree with being normalized.
There's this guy, you probably know Sal on the show.
Yeah.
He like literally went to a seminar and protested that people are forcing their kids to get circumcised.
Yeah.
But then he circumcised his kids.
Why?
Because he's a two-faced. He's like, and so Howard's all, so you're for both. You're for not doing it and doing it. He said he didn't want his kids to grow up with the stigma of not being circumcised in this country.
I don't know. It's kind of like flipping around, I feel, at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it's gotten to a point where it's kind of flipped around where, like, people don't, like...
Well, some people say it's a health issue, too. But
really,
cleanliness.
It ain't a health issue, it's a laziness issue.
Yeah.
You can't go in the shower and clean your parts,
Exactly.
and you got a problem, you know? Like,
oh, man. Amen.
yeah. Like... Oh, wow.
Oh, you know what? This is, I think... Now it's all coming back to me. When we came here, we went up there and walked around Lake Lagunitas, not this lake.
Oh. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It just looked similar.
So I don't know if we ever been around this particular lake.
It just looked damn near...
That's a woodpecker like we saw, but he's in the wild. Hello. Make your noise. Woodpecker. Make some noise. There's a turkey here just across the road. Where'd it go?
Behind the tree.
Oh, there it is.
Whoa.
And there it goes.
Whoa.
I don't think I've seen a turkey fly before.
Neither have I.
It just did.
Whoa.
The egret in its wild habitat is moving slowly. He will be eating the ducks soon. A new carnivorous duck-eating egret of Marin County, only at Lake Bon Tempe. The ducks better be aware and run fast now. Very nice bridge. It's like a train trestle bridge over the marsh.
It is, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's the spot we ate right there.
Yeah. Directly across there.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Lizard alert! Lizard alert! Lizard alert! Lizard alert!
Lizard alert.
Note to self, walking around this lake is not an easy feat. Lake Bon Tempe is quite long. We have to go all the way around all these little fingers back to the dam. We probably got another hour walking and we're both tired already.
Yeah. Don't slip.
So that's kind of my fault. I didn't know how far the walk would be.
To be honest, when like you started, I looked at this lake and I'm like, oh, like there's no way we're gonna go down the whole thing. Like I looked at it and I was like,
Ryan didn't think we were gonna walk the whole lake.
like, oh, this is something we would have done when I was a kid. There's no way we're gonna do it again.
Yeah, believe me, I'm regretting it now because my legs are killing me. I got messed up legs. Anyway.
I should have said something.
Ryan didn't say, hey, we might want to turn around and go back while we have a chance and not walk another 3 hours.
Fucking, how many miles is it?
I don't know.
Good view.
Yeah, let's bring the positives out. It's a good view.
At least 3.
It is very nice.
2-3 mile hike.
Yep. All right, we got some kind of bigger bird there, and we got an egret over here. Makes you think of the Faith No More album cover, Angel Dust.
Yeah, you think yeah, you're right. Angel Dust.
Duck alert, duck alert. Duck alert, duck alert.
Your feet are so bright orange.
Mallard ducks chilling. Well, Ryan went up over this hill to try to do a shortcut. This walk around the lake has become a little bit of a nightmare. It's a lot longer than I thought. And we're both, in our minds, we were expecting it to be like an hour walk. And it's been like more like 3 hours. So you guys are wondering, why are you having so much trouble? Well, I have bad varicose veins in my legs from all the years of working in retail. And I've actually had surgery on my legs about 10 years ago. So they actually stripped the veins out of my legs. As a result, my legs are weak and they ache and hurt when I do long walks or stand for long periods of time. All right, we're getting close. We're getting real close to the end of this wonderful, extra long, brutally long. For me, it was a little much. Oh, now we get to balance on the wall. Lake gets too high, it just naturally spills. The spillway. Pretty good skating area. Get a longboard, go down there. I wonder how many frogs are in that pond at night. All right, we're officially whipped.
Yeah. Yeah.
This Lake Bon Tempe Lake was quite deceiving. We walked where that tree's coming out, we had lunch, but there's all these little fingers that shoot way out.
It doesn't look like it from here, but it is twice as long of a walk than it appears to be.
If you're coming out here and you want to do an easy peasy walk, turn around halfway.
Yeah.
Don't do what we just did.
Yeah. I would agree with that sentiment. Yeah. But it's
anyway,
still fun though.
Thanks for coming along.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on our next video.
Peace.
Peace.